Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel once again for another video. Today I wanted to break down The Last of Us episode 6. We've already reached pretty close to the end of the road. We've only got this and episode 7 left, and season 2 will be concluded, and I guarantee it will end on a cliffhanger or something close to it. And from everything I've heard from the actress who plays Dina, I want to say her name's Isabella, and we're going to be waiting a while for that third season. And whether you've liked this season or not, you can't argue that it has been interesting to see how the show has been surviving without Joel. I mean, I know there's been people that have absolutely given up on it. It's a very much, just very much like how a lot of people walked out and gave up on The Walking Dead after the events of Negan's introduction, killing Glenn and Abraham, and just everything that went along with that. And of course, that show has been repetitive with certain storylines or just dragging things on with certain characters and certain arcs, and just both shows have their pros and cons for sure. But with this next episode, they are bringing us back to that 5-year time gap, or 5-year time jump, I'm sorry, and wanting to make us cry, basically. Seeing, getting a glimpse into that life that Joel and Ellie built for themselves during that 5-year thing where they've arrived at Jackson, and Joel has lied to Ellie about what really happened in Salt Lake, and she's kind of just going along with it until she just doesn't anymore, finding out the truth and whatnot. But we really get a glimpse into their life and just the bonds that they develop over those years. Him teaching her how to hunt, how to track, spending time with her, the special occasions, things like that. And it's going to be, I think, a really emotional episode. I imagine with the events of the last episode, we're probably going to be kind of jumping back and forth between present day and flashbacks. I don't know if they'll spend the entire episode back in that 5-year time jump. I could be wrong. But with this being the penultimate, I'm wondering just, how much time they'll spend in that time jump and everything. And being that we have Pedro back for the part of Joel, and just really going to be tugging on people's heartstrings, seeing where the relationship, where it bloomed, where it fell apart, and just everything about that 5-year jump. And I'm excited to see it and everything, but it is going to be kind of hard to swallow because, Joel's death was very devastating. Someone who played the game, who has not played it since, and then having to relive that with the series. It was, I was prepared for it, obviously, but it was nonetheless still kind of hard to get through and everything, because Joel being a pivotal character in The Last of Us, even though, yes, the first season was more or less kind of his story, but kind of Ellie's at the same time, and this one being 100% Ellie's story, and it's a hard enough story to adapt given the brutal circumstances surrounding Joel's death. It's just, it's not been, everyone's not agreed with it, obviously. And it's, again, has been a very tough pill to swallow. So this next episode, I think it's really going to be kind of really focusing on that aspect of it, tugging at people's heartstrings and whatnot. But enough babbling, let's jump into the frames that I grabbed. We got this first one where we have Joel and Ellie. This is them going out to a museum, a space museum, to be more specific. This is something that Ellie kind of talked about in the first season / first game, where she was very intrigued by the idea of space travel and whatnot, something that she found very interesting. And Joel surprises her with this trip to this museum where they have one of the Apollo capsules, and just they have a couple of different things of natural history too, where she finds it very interesting, and seeing just all this, spending time together, developing this bond and everything, this very much father-daughter relationship, something that Joel lost with his own daughter, and he's tried to kind of recapture with Ellie, after growing to care about her and everything. So it's going to be a pretty emotional episode. Then we got this scene. This is just a grab of the Jackson, Wyoming skyline, the natural beauty of that area, and just I really enjoy the visuals and everything, and the effort they put into them. Then we just got a shot of Joel here, a very happy moment for him, being with Ellie, seeing her happy too, seeing her be a kid probably is a big thing for him, not being subjected to the world as it is and having to survive, just seeing her innocence and everything in this moment. So it should be a very interesting episode, because we have Ellie here. This is her on top of a T-Rex statue, just really taking in the moment. Again, Joel just looking on in kind of awe, and appreciation of the things that she's getting to do in a world that is in the state it's in. Then just in the moments where they're in the kitchen and they're probably, because honestly, this is for Ellie's birthday. I believe it's for Ellie's birthday. I'm pretty sure, anyways. I'm 100% actually. This is for her birthday, and this looks like they're getting ready to cut a cake, maybe. So, just probably a flashback to a very happy moment with Joel, considering, yes, their relationship fell apart as the years went on, and she found out everything that happened in Salt Lake. So, just going back to probably a very fond memory for her, and where it wasn't something that felt forced or anything like that. It was just a very happy moment in her life, considering that the world that she had to grow up in. Yeah, just another moment here where it looks like Ellie has cake all over her hands, so this is definitely for her birthday and everything. So just a beautiful moment and a beautiful memory for her. But then we start to, I think, see the relationship between them kind of dissolve, where she has gotten this tattoo that will cover her bite. This is just a way to kind of draw attention, I guess, away from it, so people don't kind of catch it at a glance. And this is something that Joel didn't approve of. So it should be fun to see that, because we had moments in the, I want to say the full season trailer, where he goes to Gale to talk about, what's moth mean? And she talks about, oh, it means death if you believe in that shit. So they're probably going to have a very father-daughter moment where he's like, I didn't give you permission to get this, blah, blah, blah. So there's a lot going on there, and just we get probably to see just how deep that relationship goes. But of course, she's going to rebel, and this is as she's getting older too, so she's going to rebel. I mean, what teenager doesn't? There's very few that don't go through that moment in their life, or that time in their life, where they don't want to listen to what their parents say. And this, of course, is the moments that we've seen in multiple trailers where it says, you swore, where she finds out for sure that he lied about everything that happened in the Salt Lake hospital, the people he killed, the circumstances surrounding getting her out and everything. So just this moment for him too, where he's just kind of stuck in silence, where he doesn't know what to say, because he knows that she's right and he can't argue it, he can't deny it, and just wondering how that came to be. I think this is episode 2, where we're gonna see what happened with Eugene and why Joel killed him, and I wonder if he had something to do with letting her know, like, kind of a rumor that he says to her, I heard all those people out at Salt Lake were killed by a crazy person, and this is how that comes to be, and this is probably why Joel kills him, honestly. He finds out, he knows about what happened out there, and he doesn't want other people to find out. Then we got Joel and Ellie. I want to say this is the closing shots where Joel and Ellie out in the wilderness. He's teaching her how to hunt, how to fend for herself and everything, and teaching her how to track and things like that. This is definitely the moment, I think, where it's leading up to Joel killing Eugene. I think this is what's going to bring that moment around, where he is going to possibly invite Eugene out to go hunting with them, or something, where he gets him alone and he puts him down because of the information he knows, and he doesn't want that information getting out. But I think at this point it's too late. So I think this episode should be emotional. It should have some mystery and kind of drama there. Everything I think that's going to take place with Eugene and Joel. And then we're going to have probably the present day stuff, where Ellie has since put down Nora, and maybe she's got some information out of her, maybe she hasn't. But I think this next episode is going to be kind of all over the place. But with this going back to Joel, I think this might be an episode that draws people back after seeing him killed. Maybe it won't, but there's definitely that possibility, because I think just so many people relate to Joel, or just like him as a character. And of course, Pedro being a very famous actor now, and people really like him as a person. So I'm very excited for this episode, and just to see where it all goes, where I'll, what parts of their past it visits and everything. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed the breakdown and everything, my thoughts about it. If you have your own, please leave comments, leave your likes, of course, and subscribe to the channel. I'd really appreciate it, and I will see you next time. Take care. Bye.